Good morning. I hope everybody's feeling well and keeping safe in this turbulent time. I decided to use the free time to do some DIY around the house, and one of the things that's come up is some work on the lazy spa that needs doing. I'm yet to discover what the problem may be. What I've done overnight is, because I had a leak issue, I'm going to take the opportunity to just clean out the bottom of the spa. Let me put some lights on the matter. My lighting is still under construction, but I've got double layered foam pads down here because I've got a bit of a slight slant on my stone floor. I allowed that for good drainage, as you can see here. It's just easier for me to drain when I need to clean this unit out, which I typically do every quarter. But now I've dropped it to about every 6-8 weeks now because, I want to disinfect this area. I'm going to do it now. I've had a leak on this bottom inlet, the suction inlet, which I've labeled as B because it's B on the drawings. The very few drawings you're going to get on these things, there's no legend to the Hydro Spa system. What you've got here is you've got your air for blower. You have your suction pump, cleaning pump, suction port and B. The outside here is your suction for your Hydro Spa jets, which blows out here on the outside diameter. And then obviously this inner in diameter on port A is again your cleaning pump's discharge line out back into the pool. So that's how this works. So when you backwash this unit, you want to backwash back in there to clean out over here. Okay, that's how it would typically work. I also, because I'm cheeky, I'm adding some lemon juice down here to clean the pump out. And I'm hoping that it gets to the element as well, because I think that's where it obviously gets heating through on the heat exchanger. Now, this is going to raise some questions. The lemon juice is the gentlest cleaning agent I can think of using, rather than just ineffective cold water. It doesn't seem to just clean properly. My water here is not too hard. It's showing about 100 parts per million coming through on the test. But I'm not so happy with that. I mean, that's relatively soft. I've got a good color and clarity and pH balance on my water throughout that period of time. But what's recently occurred, and this is probably, I don't think it's got to do with the lemon juice. It's these little fine granules here that I've found in the bottom of the pool, and these keep coming through the discharge line, through that vent, through the discharge vent. You see here, and this is all building up. Now, some are filter. This is all closed firmly. The filter's working great. I'm not finding these sediment particles in the filter, so it's not coming through suction and it's not being circulated. It's like it's being formed. So I wanted to film this for you so you guys can see and maybe pass some commentary on what do you think this granular form is. It dissolves. You can see it's like a cloudy solution when you add it to water, but it's very granular and very hard. And I'm wondering if this stuff perhaps came from the element, the heating element in the past, where it's the hard water calcified on the heat element and breaks down. Now, I thought that because this has been doing this for about 3-4 months now, and I can't see how this can be this much continuous granular formation from nothing. You see that? Just trying to focus on my face, these smartphones. So, oh God's teeth, there we are. You see, it's like a grain. It's very calciferous. So, I try to do some tests on this, and it dissolves in formic acid. It dissolves in chlorine water, but only up to a point. It pretty much still stays a solid. So it's I took the chlorine out because I thought maybe the chlorine tablets are the culprit, and no, it's not, because this is like a light blue in color. and the chlorine is very much a stable white tablet. And even when I left the chlorine tablets out, I still found this residue coming through the discharge line. So it's coming from somewhere, and I can only presume it's coming from the heating element. And it's breaking down gradually. The heating element works as efficiently as I wouldn't have thought there's anything wrong with it. It's not taking long to heat up the pool at all. But I would have thought that this is definitely coming off the heating element. But it's forming as it's heating or something. Now, the only other test I haven't done is run the pool pump without the heating element to see if maybe I'm getting some sort of calcification then. I'll get back to you on a later video on this matter. But if you guys have seen this before, let me know if you come across anything, because I'd like to get to the bottom of it. I haven't put any softener, sodium chloride or anything in the pool, to soften the water, because I haven't needed to. So I just, like I said, cleaned out that unit with lemon juice. But I don't think that's causing this, because I backwashed the lemon juice well out before I put everything back together anyway. So here we are. Right, I'll post this now and then see what you guys think. Cheers.